Today's edition of Mac Voices is supported by MacVoices Magazine, our free Flipboard magazine that brings you some of the best Mac, iPhone, and iPad productivity tips on the web. High in signal, low in noise, just like Mac Voices, MacVoices Magazine includes information on how you can get more out of your Apple technology. Subscribe at macvoices.com/magazine or search for MacVoices Magazine on Flipboard. Hi, I'm Chuck Joyner, and this is a Mac Voices briefing on the issue of the Apple HomePod leaving marks on some oiled wood furniture. Folks, you've probably been hearing a lot about this in the news over the last few days. There's been quite a blow-up over it. I think there are a few things you need to know to keep it in perspective, and also I'd like to offer a simple and affordable solution to it. First, this is not an Apple HomePod problem only. There have been plenty of reports of Sonos One speakers leaving marks. There have been reports of other smart speakers leaving marks. I have had marks left by my Amazon Echo on a nightstand. Not bad marks by any means, and I can make lots of speculation, and it really hasn't been examined at this point. Is it the weight of the HomePod that seems to make these so definite? Is it any heat generated by it? Or is it simply a matter of the fact that it's made by Apple and therefore is news? But at the end of the day, there's nothing new about marks being left by any of these speakers on the wood, your oiled wood furniture. The second thing is that there really is nothing new about anything leaving marks on oiled wood furniture if it's not the right thing or it's not properly protected. That's why you use coasters before putting drinks down on oiled wood furniture or wood furniture of any kind. So, with that, you still want to place your HomePod where you want to place your HomePod. And that's where we get into what I want to talk about in this briefing. Because the HomePod is designed to sit on a hard, flat surface. There have been solutions out there that are already coming to market real quickly that are leather. Some folks have suggested trying to get some kind of cork, maybe a cork placemat of some kind, and cut it into shape. And my concern in there, and I've not seen this written up anywhere, but I don't know what that will do to the sound of the HomePod. And I don't have any of this material just laying around for me to test, and my test would be unscientific anyway. So at the end of the day, what I really want to do is I want to put my HomePod on a hard, flat surface and also be able to put it on a piece of wood furniture and not have to worry about damaging the furniture. So here we go. First, I went to Lowe's and picked up a single 6-inch by 6-inch Roman stone tile for 98 cents. I made sure the tile I selected was flat, not textured, so the HomePod would sit solidly on it, just like on a counter or a table. I also picked up a 16-pack of Waxman round felt pads for $3.47. That was a whole lot more than I needed, but that's how they came packaged. These are the pads that you use to protect furniture from marks from lamps or anything else that you want to protect furniture from, like a piece of tile. The pads have adhesive on one side, and I placed them in the four corners and in the center of the tile. I put the tile on my preferred wooden table and the HomePod on it, and voila! I have an attractive, hard, flat platform for my HomePod that cost a grand total of $4.45 plus tax, and I still have 11 of the felt pads left over if I want to add more to the bottom of the tile, although I really haven't found it necessary. My table is protected and my HomePod is now placed exactly where I wanted it to be. So the obvious question is, how does it sound? In my very unscientific testing, meaning that I'm listening to music on it and not making any particular measurements, I can't tell any difference between having the HomePod sitting on the tile platform on the wooden table versus having the HomePod sitting directly on the wooden table. No difference in sound quality or performance, no difference in Siri performance, no difference at all. My table's protected, my HomePod is exactly where I wanted it to be, and I spent less than $5 to do it. So I consider that a win the whole way around. If you want to take advantage of some of these other things that are coming out or will be coming out, I'm sure, immediately following this, go for it. But I would encourage you to check out exactly what the effect is on the HomePod, because you spent a lot of money on this, and Apple has done a lot of amazing engineering, and you could be altering that if you choose to put your HomePod on something else. That's a Mac Voices briefing. I hope it helps you solve your HomePod placement problem. I'll be back with more soon. Thanks for watching. Visit MacVoices.com for show notes and to connect with Chuck on social media. get involved in our MacVoices Facebook group, and get more out of your Apple tech with MacVoices Magazine, free on Flipboard. And if you find value in it all, consider supporting us at patreon.com/MacVoices and join these folks who help keep MacVoices coming to you. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media at backbeatmedia.com. Bandwidth provided by CacheFly at cachefly.com.